Welcome to the Monday Motivation with Eric and Friends podcast with your host, Eric F. King, featuring world-class speakers, coaches, and consultants. Join us every Monday as we dive into empowering conversations that motivate, inspire, and educate entrepreneurs. Kickstart your week with valuable insights that help you not just survive, but thrive. This is your go-to podcast to start your week strong and live your best life. Let's make Mondays the fuel for your success journey.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Eric F. King, and I'm so excited because I'm here with my friends for Motivational Monday. All right, we are here every single Monday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. So today, we are here with Zion Anagru, Leah Garcia, and Annie Asong, the great team. And we are talking about a topic that a lot of people wanted us to talk about. So here it is. What we would do differently if we had to start all over, right? So sometimes, you look back and you say, wow, if I knew this would happen, I wouldn't have done it this way, or I wouldn't have done it that way. So today, you have the benefit to hear from all of us, and we all have successful businesses, right? You'll be able to hear from all of us, and we will tell you what we would have done differently if we had to start all over today. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our first speaker. So if you are here today, whether you're on LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube, definitely put in the chat, say something, say good morning or something so we know you're there, and I will definitely shout you out. All right. Okay, so let's get started. Let's jump right in. Our first speaker hails out of California, where she doesn't have to worry about the snow like we do. No ice over there. Yeah, you got to go to school over there. Yes, she's in California. Look, it is 4:02 in the morning over there. She woke up extra early to be with you today, even though she doesn't have to. Yeah, so we are so excited that she's here. We call her the Dynasty Builder. Why? Because she helps build dynasties, right? So not only will she help you make money or invest money, right, but she will help you build a dynasty for long term. And she's also, in addition to that, she is a third-degree black belt in martial arts. Now that is significant because it is hard to be in martial arts. My sons are in martial arts, and it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of hard work, and you don't want to get caught in an alley with her fighting because she will, she will body slam you. Okay, so without further ado, let's go to Leah Garcia. The floor is yours.
Happy Money Monday, champions. It's great to be here. It's a great day in the neighborhood. It is 4:03 and I am fired up. This is an incredible topic. I am great and so grateful for all of you to be here. And listen, I'm going to teach you what I would do if I started in business today. I'm going to teach you early what I learned late. So if you're ready to learn that, put a 1 in the chat. We want to hear from you. Remember, this is 2026. It's our year to get in the mix. My name is Leah Garcia, and I am the Dynasty Builder. I'm telling you, folks, I wish I would have known these things earlier. I made so many mistakes, but listen, I'm here somehow. Thank God, right? I made it through in spite of my errors, in spite of my epic fails. So I'm going to give you 3 golden nuggets that I wish that I knew in business. I wish I had done these things early, or if I started over again in business. Number 1, I'd invest in a CRM from the word go. This is my most epic failure. This is something I wish that I would have started earlier. Listen, your memory is great until it isn't. A CRM is like compound interest for your relationships. A CRM isn't an expense. It is the relationship equity. It keeps you consistent, organized, and intentional. Because let's be honest, the fortune isn't just in the follow-up. It's in the system that never forgets. Too many entrepreneurs do not have a system. Folks, this is critical stuff. If your contacts are scattered, your income will be too. Number 2, the more you speak your mind, the more you grow your mind. Some people think that I'm crazy for getting up at 2:30 in the morning. People tell me all the time, is this really live? Is Eric paying you? Like, why are you doing this every single week? Because I'm looking for opportunities to public speak, and you should too. Closed mouth don't get fed. and quiet experts don't get paid. Listen, folks, we are here to get paid. That's the bottom line. I know we don't like to talk about it, but we're not doing this just for philanthropic. Speaking builds authority before the invoice ever shows up. Stages turn into trust into shortcuts. One room, one mic, one message can do what months of cold outreach would never do. That's why I'm here. The mic is a multiplier. Say it once, get paid again and again and again. Folks, this is good stuff. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you smelling what I'm cooking here? Like, I got up early to do this for you. I host a show and it always shocks me when I invite an entrepreneur and they decline my invitation to speak. Oh no, Leah, I'm not ready yet. I have to practice. I'm like, what? What are you thinking? No, this is the time. The only way to practice is to do it. Right? You can read about writing a book. You can talk about it. But if you never write a book, it's never going to happen. We got to do it. Number 3, and this is a good one. This is so good. I said, charge you for it. If I understood this about selling, this would have just transformed my business. Listen, networking is not about selling. I know. Listen, I'm going to say it again for those of you who are just joining us. Networking is not about selling. It's about having a conversation. If you walk into a room looking for clients, people feel it. But if you walk in a room looking to serve for opportunities, those opportunities will find you. Real networking is relationship first, revenue second. Don't close deals, open conversations. And the right conversations create long-term cash flow. Stop pitch slapping. Some of you might have seen me a long time ago, and I was doing that, okay? I'm so embarrassed, but listen, we all start somewhere. Stop pitch slapping and start connecting like an investor. This is why I'm the self-proclaimed queen of no-pitch coffee chats. And if we haven't enjoyed a coffee chat together, reach out and let's get on my calendar. And I'm going to give you a bonus. Bring value, bring value, bring value. Write a newsletter, create an ebook, write an article, author a book, speak early, speak often, speak everywhere. Your network determines your net worth, but only if you nurture it. So here's the challenge, folks. It's 2026. It is our year to get in the mix. Did you put in the one in the comment yet? Did you say where you are? Did you give us a good morning? Listen, it's time for you to get out of the shadows and get into the conversation. So here's a challenge. Do one of these things. Upgrade your system. Say yes to speaking opportunities. Walk into a room with zero intention to sell, because we don't sell. We don't hustle for money. We build ecosystems that attract it. And so remember, your wealth today should be your dynasty tomorrow. And with that, can't wait to hear from the rest of my incredible speakers. And I hand it back to you, Mr. Eric.
All right. Thank you so much. That was incredible. Thank you for those golden nuggets. All right. I know there are a lot of people that are jumping on. I think LinkedIn is having technical issues, so we can't see you. But if you are hearing us, welcome. And I know YouTube is working fine. So go to our YouTube. I just posted that on LinkedIn, our YouTube page. All right. Eric F. King. That's it. All right. So appreciate that, Leah. Thank you so much. And we're going to keep going. Our next speaker hails out of Nigeria. He is known all over the world for what he does. And when I tell you what they call him, you'll know what he does. It's pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. But you know, we live in a negative world, right? We live in a negative world. The second you wake up and put on that news, negativity starts. It starts, right? So we need someone like him to keep us positive, to give us the information that we need to keep us in the right frame of mind. So without further ado, I'm going to go out to Mr. Zion Onagru. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. And Leah, that was a gem. It's always amazing and life transforming to see you start the conversation for us and take us off on a higher note. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric, and also Mr. Kenny. It's a privilege to be here on a Monday morning like this, to get to sit down on the same table with you, even as to inspire people to take action. Yes, for those who don't know me, my name is Zion Onagru. I'm Mr. Positive Energy, a positivity coach and mentor, helping you embrace the power of positivity intentionally every day of your life. So this conversation is very important, and I'm glad it's coming even at the beginning of the month of February. Why? Because it talks about reflection on what we could have done from the beginning of our journey, and now taking us back to say, imagine we are starting again, what can we do better? So for me, it's a very profound discussion, because I believe that people are at the beginning of their journey right now. For some persons, you have gone ahead. For some persons, you are just starting. It does not matter the category you fall in or the level you are in your business, in your journey as an entrepreneur. We can always learn every day. So what could I have done differently in starting my journey? Number one is starting with God from the foundation. I'm a faith-based entrepreneur. For me, I believe in God, and I'm not scared to talk about it. But it wasn't like this from the beginning. I was scared. I was trying to talk about God. I used to think people don't want to hear about God. I used to think, okay, business faith, then God can come in later. But there's something I've learned now that I keep learning every day, that God is the ultimate. Having God as the foundation of my business has been a game changer. Being bold to talk about my faith anywhere I go, not being afraid to talk about I believe in God. In fact, has inspired more people that I can ever imagine. I've seen people reach out to me. I love your boldness about talking about God, talking about Jesus. And for me, this is one thing I will do again if I have to start. It's building with God. Because at the end of the day, everything will fail. Systems will fail, government will fail, finances will fail, business will fail, but God can never fail. He's the only constant factor in our life. So for me, building with God is not negotiable. It's a priority that for me, I will continue to embrace every day of my life. Secondly, getting mentorship and coaching on time. Most of us, we start business without getting proper coaching, proper mentorship. It's all about do it yourself. It's all about, finding all you need to do all by yourself. But if there's one thing I've learned on my journey, having a mentor and having a coach makes the journey much more easier. What would take you 2 years to achieve, by having a coach and a mentor, it can take you even less than a month to do. Why? Because you learn from their experience, you learn from their expertise, you learn from their failure without you failing yourself. So you don't fail, but you learn from their failures. So for me, having a mentor and a coach is very, very important. And thirdly, this has literally changed my life. It's investing in more relationship and collaborative growth. Success is no longer a solo sport anymore. It's no longer something you have to do by yourself. It's a teamwork. Together we can do much more. Together we can grow. Together we can make much more impact. Imagine my impact is a 10,000, and every one of us here, our impact is 10,000. And when we come together, it's no longer 10,000. Our impact becomes 40,000 because we are reaching out to more people together. So in business, everything revolves around people. You are buying, you are selling, you are offering, you are solving problem. You are solving problem for people. Whatever it is you are offering for people. So the ability for us to value people and build genuine relationship is key. It's key. My mentor said something once. He said, there is something a millionaire knows that makes them millionaires. There is something that billionaires know that makes them billionaires. And being able to have a relationship with somebody who is already there will give you access to become them in a quick time, in a very short notice. So building relationship, it's very important in business. Don't say you are an introvert, or because you are an introvert, you don't like talking to people. Growth does not happen in your comfort zone. So be intentional about building relationship, business relationship, personal relationship. Get to know people, because the room that you want to be in, the room that you want to sit in, people are already there. And somebody is even in charge of the door that will open the door for you to get in. So building relationship will give you access to rooms, to platforms, to stages, to opportunities, to possibilities that you can never imagine. Because relationship is very, very important. Lastly, I will end with this, because this is something I do every day. And I also help people in embracing the positive mindset. For me, I used to see limitations. I used to see challenges. I used to see problems. I used to see difficulties. I used to see things that are not working out for me, because that's the reality of it. I get overwhelmed. But from the moment I began to embrace a positive mindset, it became a game changer. It changed everything from 0 to 100. Because when you embrace positivity, everything becomes possible for you. When you embrace positivity, you have possibilities in everything that you do. So in business, have that mindset. Because one thing I know is when your mind is set, your life is set. Your mindset equals your life set. And where your energy flows, your resources will go. So invest in nurturing that mindset. That in everything you want to do, stay positive. Let me tell you, 1 million negativity cannot amount to anything. But one atom of positivity can make a huge difference. So why not choose positivity in your business, in your life, in your relationship? And I tell you, there are possibilities that are waiting you. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. I yield my back to you, Mr. Eric.
Oh, wow. That was powerful. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Dion. We appreciate you. And I'm sure a lot of people are getting so much out of this. I want to welcome all the people that are here today. I know there are some people that are on trying to get on LinkedIn that can't, but some people are on LinkedIn. So try it again, folks. Try again. All right. Welcome, Coral from across the pond. Good to see you. Eric Doby is here. Good to see you. Dr. Roxanne, welcome. Welcome to the show. All right. Again, just wherever you are, introduce yourself, whether it's YouTube, LinkedIn, wherever it is. All right. As we keep going. All right. So our next speaker hails from Great Britain. Okay. And when he speaks, you'll know I'm telling the truth. He has the accent to prove it. You know, he is known as the fame expert. Right? He helps you become known, right? As a business owner, there's nothing more important. I don't care how good you are at your business. If nobody knows you, you're not going to make any money. Simple as that, right? And he helps you do that. He helps you make money, right? He helped me make a lot of money, especially on LinkedIn. So I'm not going to steal his thunder. I'm going to let him tell you all about what he does as he comes on and shares today. Mr. Eni Osung, the floor is yours.
Thank you. So, Eric, you're far too kind. So I love the way you introduce us. So thank you so much. And so look, would I start over again? Yes. I think let me do the philosophical bit. Then I'll give you 3 things that I would do differently. So the philosophical bit is this, right? So, business is not a sprint. So essentially, I'm happy with the journey I've been on, and I probably wouldn't change that, because I think we need to learn through experience. We need to learn through failures to become who we are today. So I remember when I started my business, I thought, you know what, I want to work with big brands. So if I were to start again today, would I want to work with big brands on day one? No. So I wouldn't know what to do with them. I can't help them. When Leah said give value, I couldn't give value on day one. I had to learn, in many years. Now I'm 11 years in, right? So don't beat yourself up, my friends. Now, you're on a marathon. You will find your place. You'll find the things that's are right for you. Take it from me. And maybe I'll end this part by saying, my friends, every day is a new day. Every day is a new day for you to start over again. Tomorrow is a new day for you to start over again. So all the things you've learned, don't leave them to sit by. Apply them. Apply them to start today. Start tomorrow, right? And that will be starting over. Forget what's gone before. That's a big lesson I've learned in life, right? Look, when I started my business, I didn't have a clue. That's the truth, right? I thought I knew what I was doing. I didn't have a single idea, And my luck was getting coaches early. I had my first coach after 2 months, and suddenly I realized this thing called running a business is actually it's a business, right? It needs knowledge, skills. It needs, you have to know the technicalities of business, which I had no clue about, right? Get yourself a coach. So along the way, I met Mr. Eric when he was in a master sales coach. Again, that moved my business forward a lot, because before I was losing sales. When you get the right coaches, I think your business will transform, because you will transform. And a lot of what Eric taught us is the way I operate today. So, if you're wondering what I mean, look, Eric said, he said many things like sell like a doctor. Queen Leah said it just now. Don't go networking and just start throwing your service around, trying to sell to people. Only sell to people when you know you can help them. Isn't that foundational? And that's what we all do today. That's what we've learned. That's a big cornerstone, right? So maybe I wish I'd learned that early. You see, but my three big things I would do differently. Here goes, my friends, right? Any's big boo-boo. The first one was pricing. I started a business and I tried to play the game of the race to the bottom. If I can undercut everyone on pricing, I'll get all the business. It doesn't work. It didn't work. It nearly made me bankrupt, right? And I'm still paying the price today. But I'm learning to improve, to charge what I'm worth, right? So that's the first one I'll say to you. This is the second thing, I feel close to what Mr. Z said. I wish I trusted myself more. There's two ends to trusting myself. The one end is I wish I'd created something that people need. I did create something people need. Just that today I have a better service, a more needed service, a more high value service, publishing books and helping people to write their books, right? Which they're willing to pay you good money for. And before I was doing marketing, yes, I created a LinkedIn marketing strategy for my clients that worked. But marketing is a hard gig. Now, my point to you, my friends, is find something that you can do, truly do, only you can do. Something that's unique. You make money that way, right? People keep coming to you, especially when you do what everyone else has said. So the other end of trust of myself is just have the idea, do it any. Don't live with fear. Don't live with doubt. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? I've learned that now. So that's what I do today, right? I wish I started off with that with my mindset in the right place. Yeah, I could talk all day about this, Eric, but I'll leave it. I'll leave it there, my friend.
All right. Thank you so much. That was powerful. As always, we appreciate you and your incredible ideas and wisdom. All right. So we're going to keep going. I see more people jumping in. Alexis Skurloff, James, my proofreader. She proofread my book. She's one of the best in the world at that. So you want to contact her if you want to write a book. You need someone to go over it. All right. So I'm going to share a few things with you. 3 points, really 3 points. These 3 points can change your life. So listen closely. Listen closely. All right. So the first one is that if I had to start over again, I would take action faster. I procrastinated too much. Like I just analyzed everything. When I wanted to start doing lives on YouTube, not just YouTube, but on Facebook or whatever. You know how long it took me to actually start? Because I'm like, I want it to be perfect, man. I want the lighting to be perfect, the sound to be perfect. I want to have like 1,000 people watching me. And guess what? It's not going to start that way. It's not going to start. You'd be lucky if you have 2 people watching you on your first call. Like, you'd be lucky, right? So, your mama and then maybe one more person, right? Maybe one more person, right? So, but here's the thing. I want you to think about this. Do you want to mess up when you have 1 or 2 people, or do you want to mess up when you have 1,000 people? Right? So you need to fail fast. You need to just mess up early when there's nobody watching you anyway. right? And I'm not just talking about video, but in anything. Just go all out. Nobody expects you to be successful early anyway, so just do what you have to do. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about being perfect. Okay, don't worry about people being perfect. So that's the first thing I would do. I would take action faster in all the things I did, and I would start before I'm ready. That's part of the same thing. Start before you're ready. Just like Leah said, some people I meet and they tell me that, oh, what you do, Eric, is great, but I'm not ready. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean by that? Well, because I just, I just started about 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe when I get to like my 10th year, then I'll be ready. I'm like, nothing's gonna change between now and then. The only thing that's gonna happen is nobody's gonna know about you for the next 5 years, right? But it's human nature. So we have to fight human nature every day to be successful. We have to fight human nature. Okay, number two, I would have spent more time focused on marketing and sales. Even though I'm a sales coach, at the beginning, I just wanted to tweak my offer. Like every day, let me see if I can make it better. If I can make it better. And no money was coming in. You have to spend at least 85% of your time on sales and marketing for years. 85 minimum, right? People spend so much time fixing their website, changing their landing page. Eric, I have to have a clean desk. Every morning I clean my desk for at least 45 minutes. I said, how much money is that bringing you? The things that are fun to do, a lot of times they don't actually make you money. You want to do things that put you in front of people, which is a little stressful, but that's where the money comes. I just gave you a big nugget right there. I don't know if you caught that. Right? So get that out of the way. Talk to somebody about your business, all right? Number three, here's another one. I used to focus on making money, and I wasn't making any money. I let that sit with you for a little bit. But then when I focused on helping people, the money started pouring in. Yeah. When I focused on helping people, the money started pouring in, right? Because here's the deal. If your focus is making money, that's what everybody's focus is. All the broke people, that's what they're focused on, making money, right? But if you just want to help people, do you know how much money I've made from the free stuff I do? Right? This call right here, people have contacted me. They signed up for my coaching. They signed up to speak on my stage. And this is free, but I made money from it, right? I started a group called Promote Your Business Meetup, where entrepreneurs are able to share what they do, and they have 2 minutes to do so. We've been doing this for 7 years every week. I pay for 11 different meetup groups, 11 different states. Every month I pay for this, and I provide it for free for everybody for 7 years. But guess what? You know how much money I've made through that, through the people that actually show up and want to work with me, right? So my point is, when I started helping people, the money started coming in, all right? So think about that. Who can I help? How can my offer help people? How can it help people? Not just, how much can I make? Just how can it help people? You'll make more than you ever thought you could. All right, so those are the 3 points that I want to share. Thank you very much. So now we're gonna go to some of your questions. So if you have questions, put it in the chat, whether it's LinkedIn or YouTube. I know some people are getting in on LinkedIn actually now, so that's good. Put it in the chat. Just put the word question and then put the question there. Okay. Paula Washington, good to see you. Welcome to the call today. Always a pleasure to see you on our calls. All right. So let's do this. We're going to go around the room real quick, and we're going to talk about real quickly what we do, maybe what we have going on, how we can help, just real quick, and then we'll get to the questions. All right. So first person I'm going to go to is Leah, then Zion, then Annie, then I'll speak, and then we'll get to the question. Go ahead, Leah.
Thank you so much, Eric. Well, I am the Dynasty Builder, and I truly believe that if you're here, it's because you're the one that's supposed to change your last name forever. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. All that matters is where you're going, because your wealth, however much wealth you have, can truly be your dynasty tomorrow. I also host Wealthy Wednesday. I'm always looking for guest speakers. So if you're looking for opportunities, I'd love to chat with you. And it is free also. It's a free thing that you can do before, if you feel like you're not ready for Eric, okay, come and start with me, because we'll get you on for free. Okay. It's time for you, Eric. Zion.
All right. Thank you so much, Leah. You always crack us up whenever you have your sense of humor. That's beautiful. All right, guys. Well, for anyone you're struggling with mindsets to stay positive in the midst of the overwhelming challenges, maybe stress with business, stress with life, stress with relationship, and then you're finding it difficult to embrace positivity intentionally. So one thing I do is I coach and I mentor people on embracing positivity in every day of their life. And I also host online events. So I hear people, I amplify your voices. Maybe you just want to share value, you want to impact more people, you want to reach out to more audience through online events. I help you host it. and pull the logistics together. All you have to come out, you just come in and share and reach out to more people. So if you want to do that, you want to speak to more larger audience through online events, I can also help you host that. So thank you so much. I'll yield the mic to Mr. Eni.
I'm still having joy doing what I do, what I love doing best, and what I've discovered, in my business, which is helping people to write the book, publish their book, and market their book, and make them guaranteed bestsellers, right? So I'm building in the author speakers conference, which that's next thing coming up on the 26th. I know in Eric's event on the 24th, I think Paula Washington has her workshop starting around then as well. Author speakers conference, essentially, I'm bringing 5 speakers together, on Zoom, to come and share the inspiration. It's a start, right? Why do we write? It's $10 a ticket. I don't do free. See, I've learned not to do free anymore, right? Because I want to pay my author. I want to pay my speakers. I have to pay them, right? So I have to make money somewhere. $10 a ticket. So when the room's set up, say later today, then I can start sending the link out to people. But do join us. And last I was saying, if you want to sponsor the event to have your name next to it, then literally Global Media presents author speakers sponsored by, and so everyone sees your name wherever those words are said, wherever those words written, they'll see your name. Just DM me. Let's talk about how you can be our headline sponsor. Yeah.
All right. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you so much. So for me, what someone asked me one time, she said, so since it's your call, why don't you just start with talking about yourself and what you do and everything? Why do you go to everybody first? Because I help people. You see, that's people don't understand that, and sometimes it takes a while for people to understand that. It's not about me, right? I want to elevate Zion, Leah, Eni, right? I want to elevate them. And if I elevate them high enough, it actually elevates me, believe it or not. Right? Believe it or not, right? So anyway, I am the founder and CEO of StudioSpeaking.com, the #1 platform in the world for speakers, coaches, and authors to share their expertise and help people. If you are a speaker, coach, or author, and you feel that you want to finally get out there, you want to finally face your fears and stand before people in a studio and share your expertise, you feel that it's time for you to have professional video clips out there of you in a professional setting. You feel that it's time for you to have professional pictures so they can see it on your website. You feel that you want to network with other high-level speakers, coaches, and authors, and you're tired of playing small. You want to elevate your game this year, then go to StudioSpeaking.com, watch the short video. We have a video for you that tells you all about us, right? And if this is something you want to do, book a call and let's chat. Okay. Now this is not free. This is not one of the free stuff I do. Okay. You got to pay for this, but it's worth every dime. Every dime. That's why we have like 30 testimonials on our site. Okay. Now for everybody else, if you want to learn from these speakers, right? If you want to learn about AI, you want to learn about mindset. If you want to learn about book writing, if you want to learn about how to get fit, right? If you want to learn about creating generational wealth, all these things, I bring the best coaches, speakers, and authors on the planet to my stage. And you have an opportunity to do so on February 23rd and 24th. 23rd and 24th. This one is free. Okay. So I'm gonna ask Coral to put it in the chat. By the way, if you don't see it, look on LinkedIn, look on YouTube, or just go to my site, studiospeaking.com, go down, find my email and send it to me, right? You can get to us. Right? So again, we're going to put it in the chat. It's going to be 23rd and 24th, okay? Impact and Influence, the best event, my first event that I did, a live event was in Atlanta in 2001, where I featured people on my stage. So I've been doing this for a while. Some of you weren't even born. You're like, oh, 2001, damn, that's before I was born. Sorry to say that, damn, but some people say it's a curse word. I'm sorry. I don't think it is, but hey, you'll be all right. All right, so what I'm saying is we're gonna put it in the chat. Click on it. It's absolutely free. I'd love to see you on the big screen. It's a big screen, right? So those are the things that I want to share with you that I do and how we help people. I say we because it's a whole team. Like, it's not just me. It's a whole team. All right. So now we're going to get to the questions. Folks. And I know Carl has been so kind to put, hold on a second. Okay, yeah, there you go. Message her if you don't have it. Carl has been so kind to put in some great questions here. Let's see. I'm trying to find the one I was looking for. Coral. Okay, here we go. Let's see. If you had to rebuild with today's tools, what tools would you use more of that did not exist before? Everything did not exist when I started. I started 25 years ago. There was nothing. Like, if you had a business, your target market was the people down the street. So I'm gonna let my team share, and then I'll come to me. So we'll start with Leah, then Zion, and then I'll come to me. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree, Eric. There was none of this stuff. Like, you only talked to the people who could drive to you, or you could drive to them. You were not going out of state, like none of that. Obviously, AI. And what I mean by that is build a system. So it may be chat, it may be the metaverse. I don't know what your business is, but I would leverage the system to do the tasks that are the repetition, and you would be shocked and amazed what AI can do. Even in my industry, I'm using AI. So you got to get ahead of it. And I would say the number one tool is really having something that will do that repetitive task that is low cost or no cost. There are a lot of no cost tools. You know me, I love free, right? It's my favorite F word. So look for those free tools and really find the people who can help you to leverage those. So great question, Coral. Let's hear from Zion.
All right. Thank you so much, Leah. Like Eric said, all the tools you are using have never existed before. And to be honest with you, I think having the online tools, being able to stream online like this, because one of the major things I do is reaching out to more people online. So AI tools like StreamYard, like Zoom meetings, because most of the networking event I do now, it's no longer physical networking, which I still do, but it's more of online networking. Because I'm far away from Nigeria, but the people I get to meet every day are scattered all over the world. But having to use this tool that allowed me to host online meetings, to get to meet people, to get to know people, for me has been so amazing. So all the tools are very important. All the tools are great, but for me, the meeting tools and then the streaming tools, with all the tools used for streamings, all the tools used for meetings, for me has really been a game changer. So thank you so much. I'll leave the mic to Mr. Eni.
And again, I think they forget how old we are, right? They forget that, say the days of even before text messaging, before instant messaging. I remember those days. I think of my kids the other day. Say, most of my kids have they're big now. They have tech today, but they said the older ones didn't have any of that tech when they were teenagers. I'm thinking how weird, right? Look, now for me, I guess the tech, the tools that have really made my business, which I think everyone should be using. Of course, AI. AI is in everything, right? Saying like, if we're going to talk about AI, I think Grammarly, making sure your content is correct, written properly, has no errors. Now that's where we started. Before that, there was spell check, my friends. What can I say, right? Now you put it through, and AI will check the platform of your choice. I say correct this, right? But AI is amazing. I say ChatGPT. That's the one I used most. Sora, and also say in video I've used Runway. I've used. So creating videos, my friend, creating engaging videos. that's the magic of AI, really. Don't make AI write stuff for you. So I think that the greatest tool, if I had to rebuild, that will start on from day one, is Canva. I can't design anything. I'm useless at designing. I can't draw. I can't even draw a straight line. But Canva makes me look good. With Canva, I can do stuff that's like, wow, and you did that? I'm saying that's the tool of tools, right? That's the one I'll say to you, you definitely need. And it's an amazing tool. That's me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So for me, there's so many tools. I don't know where to start, but I would master the tools surrounding creating videos, because videos change my business and change my life, right? I can't tell you how many times I've met people and they say, I'm ready to get whatever you got. I'm ready to buy because I see your videos. I see you. I know you. Right. Right. So whatever helps you to create videos, to edit videos, to make your videos go on to different platforms, right? When I do a video, it goes on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube with the same video, right? So that there are tools for that. But I will caution you on one thing. Do not get distracted by all the new tools that come out every day, because tools come out every day. Oh, Eric, you're not on Twitch? Oh my God, you're missing out. Oh, look, I'll be fine. I'll be fine if I'm not on Twitch. Okay, so don't let people confuse you into thinking you have to get on everything. You don't. I know millionaires that are only on Facebook, and I know millionaires that are only on LinkedIn, and then I know a couple millionaires that are just on TikTok. Like, my point is, don't what do you call a shiny object? Don't just run after every shining object, or you won't do. I get messages from people all the time, almost every day, to join a business, to do this, to do that. If I did all of that, I wouldn't be able to build my business and help people. Right? So it's great. Tools are great, but use some of them well, but don't try and jump on every tool that comes out, because there's an app that comes out every day. That's great. Trust me, every day there's a great app. So, all right. So appreciate that. All right. So let's keep going. There is a question you had here. I want to find it again. But that's a great. Oh, by the way, who else has joined us? Let's see. I know somebody else jumped on here that I saw. I want to shout her out if I can find her. You see a lot of people coming on. That's why I can't find her. Well, when I find you, I'll let you know. When I find you, I'll find you. All right. So let's see. Does anybody see Cole's question?
Yes. Well, Carl had a question. What would be the very first action you would take in the first 24 hours?
Great. And you can start, dear.
I will kick it off. I will. I think this is so gold. I mean, this is worth the price of admission, what I'm going to share with you. What I'm going to do, and what I would advise you to do, is to take a video and make a video about your business and send it to every single person in your contacts. Every single one. People you know, people you don't know, people you're not even sure who they are. We all have those people on our phone and we're not even sure where we got this number from. Send it to everyone. Look at your phone. You probably have 1,000, 2,000 people. Do that now. That's what I'm going to do. And I'd love to hear how that works for you.
Well, in the first 24 hours, probably this would have been where you already have things you want to do. It's talk about what you do. I mean, a lot of people do not talk about what you do. They are very silent. They are very quiet about it. Talk about it like it's no man's business. Talk about it like your life depends on it. Be vocal about it. Let them call you crazy. You know what you are doing. So keep talking about what you do. Don't get tired. I remember a time somebody said, it looks as if you script what you are saying. I would like, for you, it might be a script, but for me, this is me talking about what I do every day. So don't care what people say, don't care how people react, but make sure that you talk about what you do every day, because awareness and visibility It is very, very important in pushing your business forward. So thank you so much. I yield the mic to Mr. Eddie.
I can see when say, of course, marketing, as Eric said, is essential. You have to know, you have to do it every day, right? And I said, but I think I might reverse the marketing process. In the first 24 hours, I want to book those coffee chats to find out what the people I think I want to serve actually need. I want to see what's they're not happy with in terms of what they've been offered today. So I can create something different. I say in the end, I worked it out, but I wish I had more of those conversations to really know what my customers thought and what they struggled with, their pain points. I could have created something even more genius sooner. It's my thinking. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much, folks. Great question, too. Great question. First 24 hours, I agree with everybody. I would contact everybody I know and tell them what I'm doing. So here's the deal. We tend to prejudge. Okay, prejudging means we look at what we're doing. We're like, okay, who would be interested and who wouldn't? You don't know that. You have had no idea. The person you think will be perfect for it will be like, nah, it's not for me. The person that you think definitely won't be interested will be like, oh yeah, I want to do that. That's number one. Number two, you don't know who they know. You don't know who they know. When I started studiospeaking.com, I contacted a friend of mine that I knew, I think we were 10 years ago. Kenyatta, her name is Kenyatta Turner. We were in the same business more than 10 years ago. What am I saying? Like 15 years ago. We were in the same business about 15 years ago. And I'm like, this lady's sharp and she's a great speaker, right? So I called her up. I said, Kenyatta, remember me? She's like, I think I vaguely remember. You know what? We took a selfie together. That's the only reason she remembered me. Anyway, I told her about what I was doing, right? So she said, okay, let me get back to you. Then you know what she did? She called somebody who I was friends with back then, and because she didn't know me very well, so she wanted to find out from that person if I'm a good person, right? So his name is Larry. So she calls Larry, okay, and Larry says, well, I know Eric, but I'm not really close to him. A guy named Michael actually did business with Eric in Atlanta in 2001. Well, that's 26 years ago, right? Something like that. He said, yeah, you need to call Michael. So Kenyatta calls Michael. Michael says, oh yeah, Eric is a straight up guy. Yeah, where is he? I'd love to talk to him again, right? So Kenyatta calls me and says, yeah, let's do it. I'm ready. Kenyatta was the first person to pay me to speak on my stage. She was the first person, a person that I knew. What if I never called her? Now, so Kenyatta speaks, she's still on the videos, all the videos. She's the one that talks about, put something in the chat, put something in the chat. She's that lady. So now I'm doing an event at the National Speakers Association in Colorado. And I have a booth and I created this big banner and I put Kenyatta's picture on it, right? Someone walks up, her name is Dr. Kanal. She's a coach. She teaches about self-care. She goes, Eric, I know her. I know Kenyatta. I said, you do? Yeah, I know her. So guess what? She contacts Kenyatta to find out if it's worth it to speak on my stage. Kenyatta said, yeah. So now Dr. Kanal decides she wants to speak. So she speaks on our stage, right? So now Dr. Kanal did a testimonial, which other people hear to speak on our stage. It all started with me just contacting Kenyatta and not prejudging her, right? So you never know. You never know. So what you want to do is you want to contact everybody you know. You don't want to prejudge, and don't take a no personally. If they say no, it's okay. It's okay. Don't take it personally. I think just like Leah said, if this is all you get from this, right? Don't take it personally. People will say no for 100 different reasons that have nothing to do with you, right? People say no because they don't have the money, but they won't tell you that. People will say no because they don't even believe in themselves to do it, right? Right? What if I called Kenyatta and she said, I don't think this is a good deal because she was too nervous. She didn't believe in herself. right? It doesn't affect me, right? So again, people will say no for a million different reasons. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, just keep talking to the people about your business. First 24 hours, just get it out there. Get it out there. But that's a great question. All right. So I think we have time for one more question, and then we can wrap it up. Carl says, "What would you not chase this time?" Whoo, that's a good one. What would you not chase this time? Oh, by the way, before we answer, Rukuyat Opeyemi, that's who I want to welcome. Welcome to the call from Nigeria. Good to see you. All right, go ahead, everybody. Starting with Leah. Let's go.
Wow, this is a great question. So I used to drive around in one day. I'm going to tell you what I did in one day. I drove from Los Banos to Modesto. If you don't know where that is, that's 45 minutes, to San Jose, to LA, and back in one day. One day. I was chasing everyone. Okay. I was desperate. And I didn't do what Eric was saying. I did all the mistakes. Like, I didn't talk to anybody I knew. I talked to a couple of people. They said no. I took it personally. Then I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. I talked to strangers. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. So great question. That's what I was chasing. Don't chase people. Create contact, bring value, get to know people, and people will chase you.
All right. Thank you so much, Leah. For me, one thing I will not change is my love for people. Like Leah said, for me, when you're doing business, it's about people, valuing people, people before profits, making people a priority. For me, if there's one thing I will never change, it's making people a priority for me in everything I do. Because like I said earlier, people is at the center of it all. No matter what it is you want to do, no matter the amount of money you want to make, no matter the kind of influence you want to have, it's all about people. So for me, I will never change loving people, because loving people has become a game changer. Loving people has been at the center of my growth, and I'll keep embracing loving people, and I will never change that on my journey. So thank you so much. I yield the mic to Mr. Eni.
This is a hard one, right? I used to network 7 days a week, effectively. Every network meeting there was, I would go, right? And I think, in hindsight, only those quality networks bring you referrals and bring you clients. Talk about BNI if you want. I'm saying that's the truth, right? So I could have not gone to 99% of them and lost nothing. And so maybe I should spend more time building deeper relationships with the people in the right network. I say, target your networking. That's why I've learned from that lesson. Don't especially those, go for the ones that actually have value, have an ethos, and maybe they're paid for. Because the free ones just bring more free people, right? And you get nothing.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. All right, what would I not chase? Here's what I would not chase. The wrong people. We need people in our business. We all need people to succeed, but we don't need any particular person. Okay, so write that down in your notes. You need people, but you don't need any particular person. You know what I would do? I would be so convinced that this person would be perfect that I would call them over and over and over, and email and text and over. Annie, are you ready yet? Annie, can you want to look at the video one more time? Annie, I know you'd be good at this. Annie, and Annie's like, the more I call him, the more he's thinking, okay, this guy is a little weird. I don't even want to work with this dude anymore. I don't want to work with this guy. He's crazy, right? So here's the thing. The time that I was spending, and Eddie's an example, by the way. I did not chase Eddie. All right, that's just an example. Don't get it the wrong way. But my point is, the time I was spending calling the wrong people, I didn't realize that there are people out there that were praying for what I had, and I just had to get to more people, right? I had to get to more people. So that's what I want you to realize. That, if you share what you do with somebody and they give you a stern no, this is not for me, I'm not interested, it's not going to happen. Spend your time calling other people. Don't think that you can convince them. right? Yeah, I mean, they may see a video or something one day and call you back, but you're hitting your head on the wall if you keep calling the same person over and over and over and over, right? And then they realize you're desperate, and they're less likely to get it anyway if they realize you're desperate, right? So that's something that I would not do anymore. And now, oh look, there's someone that reached out to me. She said that she knows somebody that would be great to speak on my stage. So she sent me the person's number. I said, why are you sending me the number? She said, so you can call him. So you can call him and get him on your stage. I said, I don't do that. Have you ever heard me do that before? So how you going to get them? It's like, I don't get people. So here's what you do. Send her my website. Have her watch the video. If she's interested, tell her to book a call. If she's not interested, she's not a good fit for my stage. She goes, wow, okay. You see, but 25 years ago, I would call her. And I would tell her how it could change her life if she could just speak on my stage. And I'll be chasing her, right? So, but it's different now. It's different now. It comes from experience and wisdom, and confidence, right? But yeah, people will chase you if they see that what you're doing is of value and you're not chasing them. Okay, so I hope that helped you out. So we are at the bottom of the hour. Appreciate all of you being here. And what I would love everybody to do is to share this information. Okay, so take the video, the YouTube video, because I don't think we could still get on LinkedIn. Take the YouTube video and then go on your LinkedIn and actually post it and share it with everybody. So the LinkedIn people can see it, right? Share this with as many people as you can. Again, we do this for free for you, but all we ask is that you share it so other people can see it. All right, so share it on any Facebook, share it wherever you are, share it. All right, so we appreciate all of you. We will see you same time next week. It has been a plum-pleasing pleasure to be with you this morning, and we will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. All right.